Okay, hear me out. A lot of stuff has happened in my life, and honestly, my life is just kind of crazy and all over the place. But at the same time, there's like nothing happening. So, here's a few crazy stories of things that have happened to me. So, first of all, when I was 6 years old, I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and I had ate a lot of corn the day before I went to the hospital. I ate a lot of corn, so I genuinely thought I got type 1 diabetes because my aunt fed me too much corn. And for literally years, I hated her because I thought she gave me diabetes because she fed me too much corn. Like, I hated her. I wouldn't want to be around her. I would always just, like, it got to a point where one time we were sitting in a car and she was talking too much. I literally cussed her out and told her to shut up, basically. So, that's crazy. That's one thing that happened. So I got diabetes when I was 6, and then just a few years later, when I was 12, I had surgery. So when I was younger, my knees were like bow-legged. I was bow-legged. My legs were outward a lot, and let's just say I had to have surgery because it didn't fix itself. It didn't fix itself, so I had to have surgery, and this is what they did. They put plates in my knees, like metal plates, and basically those plates help my bones straighten out. And then a year later, when I was 13, so last year, I actually got those screws taken out. That is one of the worst pains I've ever felt. Not them being taken out. When they were in, so they were in, and then the next day after my surgery and after I'd gotten sleep and stuff, I was like, oh, I feel fine. Like, I feel fine. I'll just walk around without my crutches. So I walked around without my crutches stupidly, and can we just say I felt so much pain? Like, I mean, I couldn't even walk, and just sitting there, just laying in my bed, I was so close to crying. Like, it hurt so bad. So when I was 6, I got diabetes. When I was 12, I had surgery. When I was 13, I got the plates from my surgery taken out. Okay, there was this, oh my gosh, it's so weird. Okay, so I went to a charter school, right? And this was like one of those schools where it's like they have the elementary school and then they have the middle school and the high school together. So when I was in elementary school, I don't remember how old I was, but I was in elementary school. There was this girl, and I said guys a lot, and I always said guys, not as in like people, but like just saying like guys and kid and kiddo and stuff like that. Like, I used to say that a lot. Like, that was my whole vocabulary, just because I played a lot of Fortnite, and Fortnite had taught me to like say all that kind of stuff because I was just used to it. So one day this was our first time meeting. One of our friends was like, I want to introduce you to her, and I was like, okay. I don't remember why, but I met her, and I think I called her kid, and she got so pissed off. Like, I called her kid, and she got so pissed off to the point where literally she wanted to fight me. She was like, yo, let's fight at lunch, because she was mad I called her kid, and I didn't even know she was mad. One of our mutual friends comes up to me, and she says, yo, she's mad at you calling her a kid. Like, y'all gotta fight during lunch. And I'm like, bro, what? Like, in my mind, I'm young, and I'm still like, what? Like, are you slow? Are you dumb? Why do you want to fight because I called you a kid? It's my vocabulary. Why are you mad at my vocabulary? And I don't know. That whole thing to me was just so crazy. And then I told the teachers, because I'm a little snitch about things that like don't matter. Like, I'm not gonna snitch about a lot of things, but I was a snitch during that situation. Like, I was a total snitch, because why are you gonna say you're gonna fight me? And then I told the teacher, and the teacher, like, they got in trouble. And I remember during lunch, I saw her sitting down. Like, she was outside just sitting down, and she looked so sad. I was like, that's what you get. Like, why are you trying to fight for no reason? That was so dumb. And I should have told that story before I said surgery, because surgery was years later, and that story was like probably a few years, like when I was like 9, probably 9, 10, I don't know. Anyways, don't get me wrong, I have so many stories, but I'm gonna end this video off here because that's where the gameplay ends. If you guys want more stories or more story times or whatever, please let me know. And oh my gosh, can we just talk about how crazy kids are? Raise your kids well, because that's not even the worst of the stories I have. These kids out here are crazy, I'm not gonna lie.